now it's my great privilege to introduce Scott up to the stage, who will share some more words with you about why we're doing this. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So, why do we do this? What's different about this year? And how did this event get started? To answer those questions, I first need to bring you back to the beginning of the story. So there once was a very English chap named Maxim Brody. He was a husband and father of 4. He loved rugby, golf, walks in the Arboretum with his dog Dusty, and he also appreciated a well-told joke and a fine scotch. He was the quintessential family man. He coached his kids' soccer teams. He would lead their Cub Scout troops, all the while giving them encouragement to follow their dreams. I guess you could say life was good. But now let's fast forward a few years. One day, after taking early retirement, joining the Summer League Golf Club, and planning his bucket list of trips with our mom, Livy. Where are you, Mom? We started to notice some changes. And at age 58, our dad, Max, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Same disease that had taken his mother, Lillian, at age 90. And because of that, his grandchildren never knew the real grandpa. The humor, the wit, the intelligence, and the charm that made him the life of any party. And because of that, my brother Mark and I set out on a journey, along with our friend David Gold, to start a night to remember in support of the Alzheimer's Society in Montreal, along with the help of some very passionate, committed people who helped us along the way. But after 6 years of putting on this event, we came to realize that this fundraising model is not sustainable. So here's the big idea. Instead of focusing all of our energy and efforts on maximizing donations and ticket sales for one big blowout party each year, we now believe that our true mission and purpose should be to use what we've learned to inspire, to motivate, and empower others to join us in taking action. And we call this the hummingbird effect, which essentially means that many tiny wing beats, when working in unison, can have a far greater impact than any one single event ever could. So, that's why you're here tonight, to witness the transformation of a night to remember. From just another fundraiser into an Alzheimer's Impact Club. And so I'd like to put the challenge out there to each and every one of you, because we're hoping that there's at least a few people in this room tonight who are not just interested, but who are committed in doing their part to join the movement and start their own event, no matter how small. Whether it's a soccer clinic that was been run completely by a group of 13-year-old girls this past summer that raised $1,600 in one afternoon.
Woo!
Or the Cook for a Cure Gala that raised $10,000. Up to the Point Claire and Lachine half marathons that bring in thousands each and every year. There are countless people across the island of Montreal who are using their skills and their talents to make a difference. But as David just alluded to, it's not enough. We need to do better. So, you may ask yourself, well, what can I do? I wouldn't know where to start. Don't worry, we got you covered. We'll be your guides in turning you into micro-philanthropists. We'll give you all the templates and tools you need to put on your own events and make it easy. And as I said, it doesn't have to be a grand gala like this because, as I said, that model is not sustainable. So, again, the reason that we're here tonight is for you to experience the impact that you're having on families affected by this disease. And this is a platform, this is a springboard to launch many small movements that can have a far greater effect. And so I hope that the goal tonight was really to grab your attention. Grab your attention to say, the power of a gathering like this is to get people together to inspire them to do something that can have a very big impact. And if we can do this, then I think the goal will be achieved because I have hope that this can be done and we can create this movement. Because again, just to put it in perspective for you, this one event last year donated $53,000 to the Alzheimer's Society. But hold on a second. If you had 100 groups of 13-year-old girls putting on a soccer clinic across the island of Montreal, you would pull in $160,000. So just think about that. And now I'd like to, that's right, the one thing I wanted to say was, what this can allow us to do is to give those families that are dealing with this disease the hope that they need to improve the quality of life. Because this is a terminal disease. There are no Alzheimer's survivors. But there is a way to make those years much, much more enjoyable. And that's what we're here to do, to find that silver lining under a very dark cloud. So thank you. And I just think one final thought was that this is just the beginning. And I put the challenge out there to all of you that we'd like to pass the torch and have people join us on this mission. Amen. Thank you very much.